around after that, my asshole was on fire. Bro, it felt like
Did it feel good?
It felt like someone rubbed like deep heat
Did it feel good?
around the rim.
I was giving myself a pep talk on the way. Like, I was just like, 5 minutes is nothing.
You can hold it.
You know, you do races for much longer than that. You know, 5 minutes is just, it's just a couple laps of the pool.
Everyone's looking at me and pointing at me like, oh, hi, look, this guy's been shoplifting. Oh, look at him, he got caught, ha ha ha.
I was trying to like rip it off my knob, but it was like stretching my knob. I know. It was
So you like jelking.
Yeah, I was like... Crackhead would probably look at you and be like, oh, it's a mushroom. It's a mushroom doing the orange justice.
G rainbows. So he made a cult around like triangles and numbers, and his cult used to worship the number 10 the most.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called Pythagoreans, the people in the cult.
Hello and welcome back to the podcast. We're sorry.
We're back, but we're sorry.
We have an apology.
We're sorry. We've been slack, but
No,
I've got an
No.
excuse.
we haven't been slack.
We haven't been slack, no.
This is the first time we've actually got to... Oh, maybe yesterday.
This is probably like the only time I've sat down in the last like week.
Been a busy few weeks.
Yeah.
Busy week.
My ass hurts.
Yeah, I wonder why, mate. I've been away, Gold Coast. What else? And then I came back and we had work constantly for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Couldn't have time to film the podcast. And then yesterday... Well, there's no excuse for yesterday, but... Wait, is there an excuse for yesterday?
No.
No, we just slack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was very tired.
Right, get on with it.
Okay.
Come on.
So, we have a new member in our family.
Yes, we do. We got a new dog.
Little Leo.
Little Leo. See, I wanted to call him Julius Caesar,
Nah,
but I feel like
That's
that was a
cringe.
good name.
it's a shit name
not
for a dog.
It's a good name.
Julius Caesar every time he's being naughty. Oh, get down, Julius Caesar.
Well, you don't call him Julius Caesar every time. You call him Caesar.
Nah, I reckon
Or
Leo's...
I was gonna call him like Cornelius. Apollo. That was.
Nah,
one of
see,
the names.
no. Not for a dog. Leo's
Apollo's a
name.
good name.
He's a good little boy.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we were surprised because we came home from work. We were, like, bloody tired,
Yeah.
in a shitty mood. Come home, and there's a dog waiting for us.
Yeah. I was shattered, and I walk in, and I'm like, why is everyone freaking out? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, moving on. I have a story for everyone, and, it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's not embarrassing because it didn't actually happen.
Well, you've been saving this story for quite a while.
I've been saying-
You told me that you.
Oh, that's not the story. It's another one.
Oh, okay.
It's another one. This one I've told you about.
Okay.
So, as you know, we've been busy. We've been working. And Saturday, I had training in the morning. And then I went straight to work.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I swim, I don't know why, like an hour later, I need to piss and shit so bad.
Yeah.
But when I went to work, I didn't have those luxuries.
Yeah.
Because I was working mobile,
Your remote,
remote, I didn't have a toilet. So, I don't know, I was working for 4 or 5 hours. And at about the 30-minute mark, I kind of needed to shit. I was like, damn, this could be a long day.
Yeah.
And after about an hour or so, shit got real, like...
Shit did get real.
did get real. I was like, shit, I need a shit, like,
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah.
And it was manageable because, I was like, it's alright. Like, it's not convenient, but it's alright.
Yeah.
And then with like 2.5 hours to go, I was like, shit, like, this isn't going to end up well because my stomach was growling. I felt like every time I farted a lot, I was fighting a lot. And every time I was worried it was going to not be a fart. It was
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
get
shit.
that. Like you feel like you're like, every time it gets a bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an exponential curve. You're like, at the start, it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
it's alright. It's just a fart.
and then it just starts creeping in,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, oh shit.
And I was holding that. I was
Is this
holding
the
it
one?
in. I was clenching my cheeks so hard. I had to like sit down for like. I had to do like 5-minute breaks each time. I worked for 5 minutes, off for like 2.5 minutes and stuff, on and off, and sitting down so the shit wouldn't come out. And then it got to 1 hour to go. And let me tell you, that could have been the longest hour of my life.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was considering a few things.
What were you
And
considering?
those
What were your
few things
considerations?
were quite, would be frowned upon if caught.
Yeah.
So one of my options were, maybe release one side of the body and pee into a water bottle.
Oh, so what? You needed to pee as well?
I need to pee as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe if I just pee a little bit, then I won't need to shit as much.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that does happen.
That does help, yes.
But I was like, nah, I'm not going to piss in my bottle. I still have water.
Yeah.
I might need a drink. And
also, like, if you pee in your water bottle, I don't feel like I'll ever drink out of that again.
No, I wouldn't.
I
I'd
feel
throw
like
it out.
it's kind of like a scarred...
Next option would be to piss in the bush, but there was a camera at that house. I was like, I can't piss in that bush. Like,
Yeah.
Unless I really need to, I can't. Or shit in the bush. That would be like...
Use some leaves.
Yeah,
Have you done that before?
I was considering it, I was considering taking shit in the bush.
Have you done it before?
Yeah,
Use
I've done
leaves
it before.
as toilet paper?
You know where we used to live at Koroba?
Yeah.
We were down at the lake. I was by myself. I was canoeing with the dog.
Mm.
And I was like, damn, I really need shit, but I can't be fucked.
You realised the house was like 200 metres away.
Yeah, I couldn't be fucked.
Yeah.
So I went into the bush, popped a squat, take a shit, used some leaves, wipe it, went back in the kayak,
You know what I did
get
once?
gone.
I was on walkabout. Like, I must have been like... Just like as a kid, sometimes you go on little bushwalks with like parents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we were on the bushwalk, and it was a pretty private walk. Like, it was like there weren't that many people, and I needed shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there were no toilets around. Nothing was to be seen. So I was just like, oh, okay, what am I going to do? So I go into the bushes and I pop a squat, like any other normal human. Pop a squat, get it done, out. Okay. Then I got to wipe my ass. Okay, there's no toilet paper out there. Like, you didn't bring any.
You use your hand and lick it off.
No, you didn't. You didn't just say that.
I'm kidding.
That's disgusting. So you go up to a tree, right? You get the leaves and you use it. The thing I didn't really think about though was what kind of tree I was taking the leaves off. So like, I took the leaf, I did it. Turns out the leaf was a eucalyptus tree.
Oh no.
And something about eucalyptus. If you break the leaves, there's like a little bit of pus, like eucalyptus oil, comes out. And eucalyptus oil, it's a bit strong, So the whole way around after that, my asshole was on fire.
Damn.
Bro, it felt like...
Did it feel good?
It felt like someone rubbed like deep heat
Did it feel good?
around the rim. Oh, dude, no. That was disgusting, and I'm never doing that again. I'm using a toilet next time.
Well, anyways. After that... Right, it was manageable, and I was like, okay, I gotta finish quick. I gotta pack up, chuck the stuff in the van. I'm gonna be honest. I chucked it in. I needed to go home. Like, that van was filthy. Like, the next day, and I couldn't give a fuck. Like, I needed to shit. Hopped in the car. I sped a little bit.
Yeah.
I needed to get home. Like, I got to like 5 minutes away, and I was. That shit was the longest drive of my life.
Yeah.
It was like
the closer you get to the toilet, the longer it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I got to the gate to open up, oh, that shit took forever, I swear. And I was like, come on. I was giving myself a pep talk on the way. Like, I was just like, 5 minutes is nothing.
You
bro.
can hold it.
You do races for much longer than that. You know, 5 minutes is just, it's just a couple laps to the pool.
Yeah.
It's chill.
Yeah.
Mate, you're almost there. I've never ran into the house so quickly before.
I know, you stormed in.
I was like, sup, bro? Went to the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of, your toilet paper incident and stuff, it is something worse than that. You at least you got leaves. I went to a swim meet. It was regionals at school swimming, and I've only ever made regionals once, and I only qualified for one event, and that was like, I was hyped for that shit, and it was around about 15 minutes before my race, and I was like, I need a shit. So I went for a shit, and I go to grab my toilet paper. I reach around, and I'm like, where is it? Couldn't find it. No toilet paper in my store. 15 minutes before I race. And I'm like, holy fuck, what do I do? And I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes like thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna race soon, like I'm gonna miss it, and my only race ever at regionals. So then I wait for someone to come in the stall next to me. I'm like, excuse me, can I get a bit of toilet paper? And it wasn't a dry shit, so I needed a lot. So each time I kept on asking for more. It was kind of embarrassing.
You didn't pass you the roll?
Nah, he kept passing me little chunks.
So what, like a sheet every time?
Yeah, no, he passed me a few sheets each time. Yeah, well, I kept asking for more. Yeah, I think we need to move on from this.
Well, okay, I've got a story.
Oh, okay.
And it'll move us on. Okay.
We have a lot of shit stories.
Yeah, I feel like we do. Our podcast does have a lot of that. But like, I'm gonna move us on.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something else now. So, when you guys were on the Gold Coast last week, I was home alone, and I had a special date planned. So I needed to make some pasta, because I was cooking.
Ah, this was on my topic actually.
I was cooking, and
did you cook on that date though?
Yes, I cooked.
No, but
No,
what are you cooking?
That's irrelevant. Okay. What I'm talking about now is before. Okay, so I went to the shops to get some ingredients, and
What did you buy?
I needed to get some cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to get some pasta, some sauce, and some meat. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna get everything but the meat at Woolies, and I was gonna get the rest at the butcher. Okay. So I'll go in and I buy all my ingredients that I need: the cheese, the pasta, the sauce, the tomatoes, everything. I buy that from Woolies, right? I pay for it, I get out, I put it in my cooler, and then I go to the butcher. And the butcher didn't have the meat I wanted, because I wanted the fancy one, like the Italian bacon thing. And I didn't have it, the pancetta. They didn't have pancetta.
Yeah.
So I go back into Woolies to get the pancetta.
With your cooler bag?
With my cooler bag.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I go into Woolies, get the pancetta, pay for the pancetta, and I put my cooler bag down, I didn't put it like where I paid. I put it like next to me. I paid for the pancetta, and then I put the pancetta on top of the cooler bag and took off. Before I could take off, though, the clerk was like, hang on, can I see your bag just for a second to make sure you're not taking anything that you haven't paid for? And I was like, oh, yeah, I went into the store beforehand and bought some, so there's some ingredients in there that I've already bought. And then she's like, oh, okay, can I see your receipt? Bro, I didn't get a receipt. I don't know why, but I didn't get a receipt, okay? I didn't ask for a receipt, and I didn't get one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, well, I don't have a receipt. And then she's like, oh, okay, well, then can I see your bank statement showing that you paid? And I was like, oh, shit, I paid with cash. So that was untraceable, and they had no idea whether I stole it or not, okay? So I was like, oh, shit, okay, now I look like I've just been shoplifting, and I look sus because I've paid with cash and I don't have a receipt. Like, who would do that? You definitely get a receipt if you paid with cash. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so they make me sit in the naughty corner, right? And I'm just standing there while they check the cameras, right? Everyone's looking at me and pointing at me like, oh, hi, look, this guy's been shoplifting. Oh, look at him, he got caught, ha ha ha. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I literally just wanted to buy, buy stuff for my cooking. Anyways, they check over the cameras and they're like, oh, we can't find you, we can't find you in the cameras. Bro, if you got cameras and you don't find someone on the cameras, what's the point of the cameras?
Yeah, literally.
The whole point of the cameras is to protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not there, if they don't pick you up, what's the point of even having cameras? Anyways, they're like, we can't find you on the cameras. And like, oh, anyways, you kind of look like someone who wouldn't shoplift. So they're like, oh, we'll let you go. But bro, it was kind of mortifying because I stood there for like 25 minutes where in the middle of everyone, right? And everyone knew that I'd just been caught for shoplifting.
What if you were shoplifting?
I wasn't. I hand to heart, I didn't shoplift.
Prove it. Oh,
I can't prove it.
So
I can't prove it. But the thing is, I didn't. I paid.
That's why they didn't see you. You were being sneaky.
Yeah, I was being sneaky.
Maybe, you know what? Did you use it as a conversation starter with you?
Yes.
Exactly. So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And were you cooking? Did you cook?
I cooked.
cooked on the date?
Yeah.
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 Good boy.
Mm.
All right, I got a question for you, Kilian.
Yes.
I don't know if I actually asked this last pod or not. Not sure. We'll just ask it again.
Yeah.
Would you go to jail for a month to save the life of a stranger?
No, you didn't ask me that. Well, I didn't say no to that question.
Really? You wouldn't?
To save the life of a stranger?
Yeah.
Are they good looking? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I think I probably would. Not because I'm saying this because I'm on a podcast.
Yeah,
to
the
make
cameras
myself
are
look
out,
good.
mate.
But
What if the cameras are off?
I reckon if I was to go to jail for a month to save a person's life, I'd do it. A month. It's not even that bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like a month I could just get gym fit, you know, do some push-ups, read a book, lay down for a bit, you know, have a little bit of a break.
Why are you
reality.
making jail seem nice?
Bit of a holiday.
You're making jail seem so nice.
Maybe get railed after dropping the soap. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickie, sneaky link in the
Sneaky
showers.
link. You know?
Just a quickie
Yeah.
in the shower.
I feel like it wouldn't
Good
even
old John.
be that bad, you know?
Yeah.
As long as they don't get the shanks out.
Yeah.
Just be their bitch, you know? For a month. Just save someone's life.
Okay, how about a year?
A year, that's a bit different. Because that's 12 times what you just asked me.
Mhm.
To save a life
Mhm.
of a stranger,
Mhm.
yes,
You go for a year.
for a year.
What's the maximum you'd go for?
I feel like a year is the maximum
Mm.
I'd go for.
It's long.
Just because,
That's long for a stranger. And he doesn't even know you did
yeah,
it.
I don't know them, right? And I'm putting my life on the line for a
They
stranger.
don't know you. They don't know you did it.
They don't know me. So, like, I feel like a year's probably the max I would go to jail for a stranger for.
Mm.
To save their life. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just because, like, I don't want their blood to be on my hands.
Yeah. But you wouldn't know.
What do you mean I would?
Your memory would get wiped from that.
Yeah, still. I feel like...
Still go.
Why would your memory get wiped?
I don't know, you just get wiped.
I feel like that's pretty impossible for your memory to get wiped.
I feel like it's possible. I feel like many people's memories have been wiped before.
Just a concussion.
Mm. Okay, I think now it's time to talk about my story.
Okay.
So I was at Nationals last week, and I warmed up with my training togs on, right? and then after warm up I go to put my suit on. I went to changing rooms and I went to go take off my togs, and when I did, I took them off, and then the string somehow got tangled on my knob. So it was like tangled on my knob, like the string was like tangled,
Yeah. Oh, that hurts. Yeah.
and it was like stuck there, and I couldn't. And I was trying to like,
Were these your warm-up togs?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to like rip it off my knob, but it was like stretching my knob. I know it was.
So you're like jelking.
Yeah, I was like, and my friend was next to me, Dylan. Good old Dylan's been on the pod before.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't. Wait, no, this sounds sus. He was in the cubicle next to me,
Yeah.
and I was like, Dylan, my knob's stuck. And I was starting to freak out because I was like, I don't know what to do here. Like,
Well, can't you just untie the knot?
no, because it was a big knot.
And it was just... So you just had your togs hanging by the jewel string
Yeah.
that was tied to your knob.
Mm-hmm. It was tied up to my knob. And I was like, what do I do here? Like, do I put them back on and go for help?
Yeah.
I was like, what? How am I supposed to ask for help? Am I going to have to ask my parents to help me untangle my knob?
No, you go to the lifeguards and you choose the best.
What would you have done in that situation?
Go to the lifeguards. Go to
Really?
the best looking one and you're like, I tied up my knob.
Yeah, but keep in mind, I've just been in a warm down pool.
No, I'm joking. I wouldn't do that.
I've been in a cold pool.
I'd be mortified.
I've been in a cold pool. My cock's kind of small. Like,
Oh, you definitely wouldn't want it to grow then.
yeah.
Bro, that would hurt.
What would you do? What would you actually do? Would you ask for scissors and try to cut the...
You know what I've done before? I got it stuck once and I was like trying to get like my head down there and use my teeth to undo the knot.
Mhm.
So I was like pulling it up, trying to get my teeth on it.
Your
And I was
knob?
like,
Your knob?
but unfortunately I was one ribs too many.
Yeah.
I think if you take one rib out, you can do it. But
I was stressing,
Yeah.
dude. And let me tell you, I sat down, took a breath, was like, look, let's look at the situation. Let's digest. Let's dissect the situation. Have a look at my knob. Is it calling for help? Yes, it is. I won't be going for help because I will not be leaving this cubicle until I figure this out. So if I don't race, I don't race.
yeah,
Luckily, it was pretty straightforward and how to remove it. I just had to pull the other side. And
so you just freaked out for
I
that.
freaked out. I was freaking out for 5 minutes. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck do I do? And I was tugging. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Stressing. Full on.
Mm.
It was pretty gnarly. That's my story that I've been waiting for a while.
All right. Well, I have a history fact for you.
Do you?
Yeah. So, I think I already told you this one actually, but not on the podcast. So, I took up a recent interest in the. You're yawning already, mate.
Yeah, mate, your story's pretty boring.
Mate, it's not a story, mate. It's a fact.
Okay.
Okay. So, I was watching a few YouTube videos on the history of assassins. You know, because like I was playing Assassin's Creed not so long ago, and I was like, oh, I wonder where assassins come from.
When you say not so long ago, how long do you mean?
Like a few years ago.
Yeah.
But like I've still got an interest in like where assassins comes from, and I watched Assassin's Creed not so long ago, and then when I say not so long ago, I mean a month ago. Okay,
Mhm.
so I was like, oh, okay, let's study some assassins. You know
You've become a weird history geek lately.
why?
No, you just geeked out on it for a bit.
Yeah, well, okay, so I got this fact right. So assassins actually they come from Arab. Okay, so
Oh.
in ancient Arabia, the assassins used to be very prominent there, and
What'd they do?
assassin, the word assassin comes from the word hashashin in Arabic. Hashashin. And the reason why they were called hashashin, it's really weird. Why would you call them hashashin? The reason why they were called hashashin,
You don't have to say it like that, mate.
well, that's how you call them. Anyways,
Hashashin.
was because assassins used to smoke some kind of drug, right? To make themselves feel invincible. So like they used to do like performance enhancing drugs for like
That's tough.
killing people. Yeah. And the drug was called hashish. It's like, well, it's pretty close to like the shisha, but it was actually like a drug that like made you feel like you could like beat everyone up. Like you were not scared of
Steroids.
anything. Yeah. So, they even took it that far. Then you know, like the leap of faith in like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, is it real?
Well, they actually used to jump off buildings and see how courageous they were. Jump off to their death because they would normally die. They wouldn't survive like in Assassin's Creed. So yeah, they used to take that drug hashish. It made them do incredible things, and
Rizza?
so that's.
Do you reckon it made them Rizza?
I feel like it just made them kill people. I don't feel like they had a very social life, those assassins, because it was very like today, like the terrorists, you know, like they kill themselves while normally they used to just have one target, and once they killed the target, they'd kill themselves. Or even this one time they killed someone and their target, and once their target was dead, they just stood there and let the people just kill them. Like they don't even care after that.
weird.
It's like their whole life purpose. Because they're
So
on
it's
that
like
drug.
the Japanese kind of.
Yeah, like and like they didn't care. It's because of that drug, right? They were high, so they were called hashashins because of the hashish drug. So pretty much, when you call someone an assassin today, you're not calling them someone who kills someone.
Calling them a
You're
Arabian.
calling them a crackhead. So
You're
yeah,
comparing crackheads to assassins.
no, you're just saying that
That's a
assassins
crackhead
are
can kill you.
crackheads. No, crackhead can kill you, but the
Crackhead would probably look at you and be like, "Oh, it's a mushroom. It's a mushroom doing the orange justice."
Two rainbows. No, but yeah,
And if you comment hate, you're a crackhead.
yeah. You're in a hashashin.
Yeah, you're a hashashin.
Yeah. So yeah, you're an assassin. You're a crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
So next time you see a crackhead, you call them an assassin instead of a crackhead, because that's the real word.
You're Arabian hashashin.
Yeah. Did you know that?
No.
No.
Thank you.
Did I enlighten you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was alright.
It was alright.
Wasn't your best one yet. Do you have another one for me?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. So,
Enlighten us.
remember Pythagoras? You did that at school?
Pythagoras theorem.
Yes. C squared equals A squared plus B squared?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the guy who it's named after, Pythagoras himself, didn't actually invent Pythagoras. He didn't. He actually, he created a cult around it. So,
Wait, hold on.
am I that boring?
Yeah.
He worshipped triangles, right? He was really weird. So he made a cult around like triangles and numbers, and his cult used to worship the number 10 the most.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called Pythagoreans, the people in the cult. In the cult, you couldn't have sex. And for the first 5 years, you couldn't speak at all.
So what do you have to do?
You had to listen to the Pythagoras theorem.
Feel like how long could you go without talking?
Well, I feel like it's just like math class.
Mm.
Like you just sitting into math class, but you can't talk to your friends. It's kind of for 5 years.
That's shit.
Bro, that's shit. And also, when they walked past fava beans, which is really strange. Fava beans, why? They couldn't touch them. I don't know why.
How many times a week in your lifetime you walk past Father Bear?
I don't know. They were not
very
allowed
random.
to touch fava beans
Okay.
because they thought that their people were reincarnated into fava beans, which is really strange.
It'll be true.
Pythagoras was a really strange character.
Yeah, it was. And I wonder why we study it at school.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Well, that's my
Oh,
fact.
that is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Crazy.
Yeah. Pythagoras was a cult.
Pythagoras was a cult. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a general knowledge quiz for you, bro.
Okay.
This week's theme is take a guess.
What is it? Geography?
No.
Math?
No.
History?
Semi.
Semi? Okay, just do it.
Okay.
What's it about?
It's about Real Madrid.
Oh, history of
Now
Real
you claim
Madrid.
to be a fan, hey?
I am a fan, but I don't know
You are a
much
fan.
history about
You don't know much?
No.
So you're a plastic fan.
I'm not a plastic fan. I just don't really study that.
Okay. Well, I've got a few questions for you, and they're multiple choice, so it's not as hard.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought, because, you're a bit of a plastic fan, mate. No, I'm kidding, you're not. But, alright. When did Real Madrid first win the European Cup, also known as the Champions League? But A, 1958, B, 1956, C, 1957, or D, 1955?
1955?
No.
1956?
Yeah. Well done. Let us know in the comments if you got the first one right. And if you're like, yeah, I knew. Yeah, sure you did, buddy. How many times have Real Madrid been runners-up in the European Cup Champions League?
How am I supposed to know that?
A, none. I knew this. B, 6. C, 3. D, 4.
4.
No?
3.
Yep.
It's always my second answer.
Good man. Okay, sure, you should know this one.
Okay.
David Beckham left Real Madrid to sign with which football club? A, LA Galaxy.
LA
B,
Galaxy.
Milan. C, Manchester City. D, Manchester United.
LA Galaxy.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
You watched the Beckham documentary.
Yeah, I watched the Beckham documentary.
As of May 2023, how many times have Real Madrid won La Liga? A, 33. B, 35. C, 12. D, 28.
33.
No.
35.
Yeah.
That was my first answer, but then I went with the more reasonable one.
Okay. Who was Real Madrid's all-time top goal scorer? A, Raul. B, Karim Benzema. C, Luis Figo. Or D, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, you're correct.
It's because I'm a Ronaldo fan, mate.
Hey, good job.
2 out of 5.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah, pretty good. See, that's pretty good because I don't consider myself like a football heritage. Football heritage. I don't consider myself one of those people.
See, I knew all these.
No, you didn't.
I didn't know the La Liga
It's
one.
easy to like.
I didn't know the La Liga one, and I didn't know the European Cup one, but I knew the Beckham one, the LA Galaxy, and all-time top scorer.
The
So
LA,
we knew
the
the
LA
same.
Galaxy and Beckham one are the same
Yeah.
one. Which is the same as me. You can't
Yeah.
say New Orphan, mate.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the quiz. I appreciate
You're
it,
welcome.
mate. Yeah.
Next week will be even better.
Yeah.
All right. So I saw a comment on I think it was Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah.
And it was just a random comment on a random video. It was a bit weird, but I agree with this. So I saw a comment on Insta saying that retirement homes, orphanages, orphanages and pet shops should all combine so the elderly can spread wisdom to the young, and the young can have a loving pet. Yeah, the young can have a loving pet.
Where the fuck did you see this?
Yeah. Does that make sense to you, though?
Yeah, but where did you see this?
I mean, it's serum or some shit.
Why?
I don't know.
So you
I just thought it was
agreed with
good.
This? Yeah.
I just thought it was good.
Yeah.
Like, why not? Why not put the orphanage with the elderly homes
Yeah.
and have the RSPCA with the...
But I feel like the RSPCA is an orphanage, but for animals.
Yeah, that's why you put them together.
I feel like they should just put kids in the RSPCA.
Imagine, like, you rock up and
You
you're like,
walk
I'm
in-
going to adopt a kid, and he's just caged up in...
You walk into the RSPCA and you're like, oh, I'm looking for the brown breed.
and all you have to do...
Don't want any of the white ones.
and all you have to do is sign a paper.
He's yours now.
And you got like a list of like potentials. They got to take a test before they go to the RSPCA.
Yeah.
And it's like potential basketball player, potential basketball player, potential football player,
Yeah.
potential crackhead. That'd be quite funny.
But that's
Right.
how they do the dogs. They're like, oh, this guy's like really good at this. This dog's really good at that.
Mm.
This dog's useless. This dog's broken.
This dog shits everywhere.
This dog's about to go to the pound.
Mm.
They should have a pound, but for kids as well.
Mm.
It's like if they don't pick the kids like in time, like the kids get put in the pound, injected with the. This is really nuts.
I know.
This is nuts.
All right, so I have a rant. I've come up with a rant. Well, not really a rant, but actually, it's not really a rant. It's just something I saw the other day.
Yeah.
So I was looking, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to get a TV, because our TV's tiny as fuck.
Hmm.
And I was looking. Some prices for TVs are just outrageous.
Yeah.
I saw one for $12K.
12K for a TV. Bro.
If I'm getting a TV, that's $12,000. I expect that shit to make me double that.
What?
I expect that TV to make me money.
By what?
I don't know. I expect that TV to give me a massage while I'm watching. I expect that TV
to pleasure me while
Yes, I expect that TV to wank.
Mm.
I expect that. I don't know. Like, what do you? How is a TV?
How much
worth that
more
much?
do you get for the extra amount of money that
Yeah.
you pay? Because like $12,000.
Like normally TVs, I feel like if I was rich, the most I'd pay is like $6,000.
For a TV, I'd pay 1,000. Nothing more.
If you were rich,
2,000.
if you were rich,
I wouldn't push it.
if you're a billionaire, if you're boring,
I feel like 12K for a TV is just unjustifiable. Just get a car.
you
Just
literally
get-
buy a car for your son.
Yeah. It's like why?
Why are you spending $12,000 for, something you should get for
Yeah.
$2K?
Is it one of those like curved 3D?
No, it's like QLED, nothing special.
But like I feel like they just put extra pronouns on TVs.
Yeah, I
just
was
for
looking.
fun.
The name of the TV was like 98-inch QLED 4K Ultra HD
Smart
Panasonic
TV.
Smart TV, comes with an extra remote control. Oh wow, I'm paying $10K for an extra remote control.
Bro, it better come with 5 remote controls.
Bro, it better come with 5 remote controls and 5 dildos. That's what it better come with. Electric ones too.
Bro, I would never pay 12k for a TV.
Would you?
Would you? Comment if you would.
Comment if you do have one.
Comment
Comment if you do have one and comment what it does.
Comment I love spending money on nothing
Like,
in the comments.
12k is a lot.
Yeah.
12k is what I make in a year.
Hmm.
Almost.
I feel like 12k, for a lot of people, they could live off. Like, you give 12k to, like, a young little African kid, and he can
And it
he
wasn't
can
just
retire.
one TV. It wasn't just one TV. It was a bunch of them. There was a bunch of TVs for over 10k.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's not really a rant because I don't really care.
Do they have a built-in sound system or something?
Probably, but still not worth 10k. 12k.
No.
Probably worth 4k. Really. Probably costs about 2k to make and
Probably cost
50 cents in
$200 to
labour.
make. Bro, they probably paid a kid in China $2 for a whole day of work to make that.
Mm-hmm.
Not even, like a cent.
Probably like 50 cents an hour.
Yeah.
If it's a kid, 20 cents an hour.
Yeah.
Imagine working for 20 cents an hour.
But I feel like some people are okay with it.
Well, clearly, otherwise I wouldn't be working.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we'll do it.
I'll do it 50 cents an hour.
Because there's
What would you do for 50 cents an hour?
not much.
That'd be a game.
I'd game for 50 cents an hour.
Yeah.
But not a lot.
Not a lot. And you get fucking $12 a day.
$12 a day for gaming the whole day.
I mean, I don't get paid anything from playing, so I might as well.
Might as well get paid 50 cents an hour.
No, actually, what would you do for 50 cents an hour?
Not much.
There's really not.
There's
much I would do.
nothing I would do for 50 cents an hour.
I'd probably wank 50 cents an hour.
Bro,
I
I
don't
wouldn't
think-
even go for an hour.
Nah. I get paid like a couple cents. I get paid like 2 cents. Yeah, probably. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Half a minute. Yeah, it's about 2 cents. If I'm going to be honest, Kilian, that's all I've planned for this episode.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Is that
We've
all
had a
right?
busy day, busy week.
Kind of tired too.
Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast. We appreciate it.
Oh, no, there's one more thing.
Mhm.
Now, Sunday night, we had a big day. And we were like, you know what? We're going to have some pizza and a
Yeah.
dessert.
Mm.
And we were like, okay, let's order pizza and let's go to Woolies real quick and get a dessert. We didn't know that at 6 o'clock Woolies closes on Sunday.
Oh, man.
And it was, and then we go back to the car and we're like, oh, well, that's shit. That was kind of embarrassing. While we were getting ready to leave, 2 sets of people walk up to Woolies and walk up to it and they look at it and they turn around and go back.
I feel
It's
like
the funniest thing ever.
it is really funny. I was cracking up. I feel like that is like a pure source of entertainment right there.
Go to Woolies. Okay, do me a favor. If you've never done it
6
before,
o'clock on a
go to Woolies
Sunday.
at 6 o'clock. Park at the entry. No, it doesn't even have to be Woolies. It can be Aldi. It can be Coles. It can be anything. Go to one of those supermarkets. Park at the entry. Look at the store for a couple minutes. You'll find it will be your Sunday night entertainment.
Yeah.
You'll go to Monday and you'll be like, damn.
There's like endless amounts of people walking up and turning around,
And they look disappointed.
and they look disappointed.
Some people might even haven't had planned for dinner.
Yeah. And
And they're like, what do I
gonna
do now?
Yeah.
Like,
Like, lucky we're just getting dessert, but
if I was a supermarket, I'd stay open.
yeah.
You'd get money for that. So much.
If you should just open like a little convenience store
On Sunday.
next to the supermarket.
It's called
just on.
It's called Sunday League past 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Open for 4 hours.
Sunday disappointments.
Sunday disappointment store.
Yeah. Well, thank you very
Nice
much, guys. We leave you with that. We
Thank
love
you.
you. See you
Bye.
guys. Bye.